Good evening, everyone.
Ow, doody 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 doo.
Have you missed me?
Nope.
Well, you haven't, because I've been here all while. So yeah, I'll wait for a few people to come in, and I'll explain what happened last week and why I was absent Wednesday and Thursday. So, oh yeah, right. I only wish. But I think I've got my mojo back now anyway. Let's just put it that way. I've been a busy bee. So, hello to the two watching.
Hello. Tracy's just said hello, so I'm assuming it's Tracy.
Yeah. I look like I've been tangled again.
Refresh it and then it'll sort it out.
Yeah, well, it means me going blank for a bit.
Well, blank while there's not many.
There we go.
Oh, got,
she says, you look well. So yeah, I refreshed it while there were only a couple of people in, and it's rectified it. I don't look like I've been tangled now.
Because you played the thingies. You do it as.
My intro and everything.
Yeah.
So yes, thank you very much, Tracy. I feel a lot better than what I did. Let's just put it that way.
No wrong with you. She went to a pub and she had 20 pints.
Yeah, right. Well, to say pubs aren't open, I'd ask if I went to pub. But yeah, I felt off it all day Wednesday. I knew there was something brewing. Anyway, I had a IBS flare up on Thursday. So if nobody knows what IBS is, it's called irritable bowel syndrome. So it's like 1 minute you're going for a number 2 all the time, and then another minute you can't go at all. So anyway, Thursday we were one where I spent most of my day in downstairs toilet. But yeah, I've got my mojo back now, and things has sort of got back to normal. As normal as they can be. Sort of. But yeah. So haven't really been doing anything with being bank holiday. Chris wanted to go out, but it's been too windy and cold.
Snowing this morning in Sheffield.
Yeah, we had some snow this morning. So yeah, it's been snowing. And then on flip side, all the sun come out, but it was still cold. Hi, Amjad, how are you?
Aye.
So yeah, we did sort of early hours, I think it were, have a bit of snow, but it had forecast snow. Yeah, I'm going to say, I know it were early hours because I got out of bed and I thought it looks like there's a coating of snow. But I just went back to bed and, anyway, so yeah, but it's been sort of sunny, but cold, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, there were no reason why Chris didn't. Well, there were a reason. It just didn't feel like it going live on Friday. So yeah. It's been same here, Tracy. It's sun all day, and it's very windy, but cold with it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I to not put too fine a point on it, normality has resumed in that department with my IBS. So yeah, so we're back to normal. I knew there was something wrong Wednesday because I felt off it all day, like banging headache, and I thought at first it was my sinuses. Hi, Kate. Yeah, she's been to Barry Island in the new van. So yeah, so it's things has worked itself out, let's just say. But I do sort of, like have these flare-ups every now and again. But I mean, Kate probably knows more about how we're feeling and everything. It just feels like your stomach's in knots. You've got stomach cramps, and the cramps go from your stomach, but it makes you have backache as well, if that makes sense. So yeah, so I weren't in any fit state at all Wednesday or Thursday to go live, especially Thursday, because I'd have been going up every 5 minutes to go to the loo. So but the thing is, by Friday I felt a lot better. So I did Eve's pudding for Sunday dessert. I did 2 lots of cookies, and then Saturday, I made the donuts that we're making tomorrow night. How do, Kate? We got parking space for you and Azy when you come over. Does your van have a double bed for you? Only for you two? Oh.
We'll bring them breakfast.
Yeah, normality has resumed. Well, sort of. I've sort of got me. How can I put it without going into too much graphic detail? I'm back in a normal rhythm. But yeah, Kate, more than anybody knows, it's like your stomach's in knots. You're getting stomach cramps, but it affects your back as well because it goes like from front to back, and yeah, it's not a very nice feeling, but it's one of them things that you have to put up with. You know what I mean? But I don't know whether people know a lot about IBS, but it's like either one way or other. You go in a lot or you can't go at all. So that's basically a lot of times why I have to watch what I eat. Oh yeah, Tracy has it too, so she knows what I'm talking about. But yeah, but yeah, you know what I mean. I don't need to explain to you, what it feels like, because it makes you feel like absolute duty.
Doody daddy.
Yeah. But I must have known that it were coming on because I had a crap day Wednesday. So yeah. But hey ho, we have to put up with these sort of things. So I hope everybody's sort of. I had a noisy Saturday night. My cousin came round because football was on, and oh my God, it was a noisy night. Hiya, Dr. Smith. Did you and Pixie get each other some candy? No, unfortunately. Thing is, I don't know whether it's same all over, but we've got 1 or 2 local groups, and they've all been putting, where can I get Easter eggs? Where can I get Easter eggs? So it looks like there's been a shortage of Easter eggs. Probably still stuck on that container ship that were blocking Suez Canal. Okie dokie then, Kate. She says she's going to get a cuppa.
Don't go!
But I don't know what it is with this shortage of Easter eggs, but yeah. Yeah, I did. I made donuts. I made 2 lots of cookies. In fact, I made the donuts that me and Tracy are making tomorrow evening. Now, don't go. it's a Dr. Oetker recipe, but I've slightly put my own spin on it, because originally they like dipped in like coloured icing, but all I did, I melted some whitening and not plain milk chocolate, and dipped them in that and put some sprinkles on. So yeah, so I basically put my own twist on it. I didn't really fancy anything like too sweet, so I thought, well, yeah, oh my, that sounds great. But yeah, so I've we're going to make them. We're going to make them tomorrow evening. Basically, the simple, the easy, you know, but just putting sort of my little twist on it. I'm going to dip them in chocolate rather than you know, icing. So yeah, we did that at Halloween. Yeah, but they were sort of, the thing I've got in mind, Tracy, is about 2 or 3 months ago, I what they called candy melts, which obviously is an American thing, but they actually orange flavored chocolate buttons. So similar, yeah, similar. It's just your basic like donut recipe, but the ones that I made over at weekend, they just look like the ones that you can get in Tesco and Asda. You know what I mean, with sprinkles on top. So I sort of didn't want to how can I put it? I wanted to do something very simple, very easy. So you know, them that we made at Easter, Tracy, were chocolate donuts, but these is not chocolate, they're just black plain donuts. But all I did at the weekend were, instead of making some icing, I basically just melted some chocolate, dipped them in chocolate, and then put some hundreds and thousands on top. It looked exactly like the ones that you buy in Tesco's and whatever. Oh, I saw the schedule last night for the baking stream. But I just wanted to I didn't want to sort of overexert myself. I wanted to do something that were pretty simple. And I thought, well, I'll give it a try. I made some at weekend. It does say it only makes 10, but I managed to get 12 out of it. I've heard of candy melts. You can get them in different colours. I've seen. Yeah. I got mine off Amazon, Amjad, but I got them probably about a month ago, because I was going to make something else and then decided against it. So I've got the orange, what they call candy melts, but basically the chocolate orange flavoured buttons, if you know what I mean. That's basically all they are. So I thought, I know, I'll use them. I'll get them used up. So yeah, so, and then I'm going to either use sprinkles or I'm going to use hundreds and thousands like I did the ones at the weekend. But it's nice and simple. You know, if you've got like silicon donut molds, you know, it's yeah, they sound nice with chocolate. But yeah, all I did, Tracy, because it made 12 instead, because it does say on recipe it only makes 10, but I managed to get 12 out of mine. So what I did is I did 6 milk chocolate ones and I did 6 white chocolate ones and just sprinkled some hundreds and thousands on them. Now, I don't know what sort of, you know, I had a brain fart or something, I don't know, but I thought, I know, I can use them.
Brain fart.
Laughing because I said brain fart. I thought, I know, I've had them orange candy melts for about a month or so. I've not used them. I'll yeah. Hiya, Mark. How are you? Happy Easter to you too. So yeah, but I sometimes do have a brain fart, you know what I mean? But it's normally about 2 o'clock in the morning, and I sort of, I know. Mark says brain fart, lol. But yeah, it's my polite way of saying, you know, something like pops up into my head, and I think, yeah. So yeah, so I'm gonna be dipping them in orange candy melts. Oh, excuse me.
Fell off a lorry. How did manage that, lad? Oh dear.
Oh dear. Do you know that lad is a walking disaster area?
I know. I like your little trailer on your bike.
Oh dear. If he's not cutting his finger or banging his head or doing something, we're going to have to get you some bubble wrap, Mark, and put.
I think so.
Yeah, make a suit out of bubble wrap for you. So yeah, I'm a lot better than what I were, Mark. I had a bit of I suffer from IBS now. It's a tummy problem. Do you know what I mean? And that's why I weren't here Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah, but you know, as they say, such is life. You have to take with a rough with a smooth, so to speak. Yeah. Chris went out. No, you didn't go out yesterday. Oh, yeah, you did.
I did yesterday. You know what date it is?
Oh, dear. I was driving a lorry to repair it, and my foot got trapped on the brake pedal and fell off. What, your foot fell off, or your brake pedal fell off?
He fell off.
Oh. But, I forgot what I was saying, yeah. Chris went out Saturday morning with a drone. He went out yesterday morning, but it's not been fit for him to go out today.
No.
Oh, it says that video. Did you see? I went to the doctor's. Big lorry. Oh dear. So you haven't broke anything. You know, you've got no broken bones. Is it just badly bruised or so? But I mean, it says big lorry daft 220. That don't mean no to me. A lorry's a lorry. Oh, you broke your arm.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. But yeah.
Leyland Daft lorry.
It's one of them things where you know, it's a good job he went out when he did, because it's been absolute pants today. So I got all mixed up early and thought we were baking tonight. Yeah, she thought we were baking tonight, and I says no, we're baking as usual on Tuesday. So yeah, but I know what you mean. We had been all over the place, Tracy, because he's put a link in there for his video. But yeah, it's like I wake up in the morning and I think, what day is it today? I get confused as what day it is, and you know, and then it was like Chris sort of said to me before, my brother was a little crazy earlier. He thought it was Tuesday, but like sort of last night after Callum had gone to bed, and he says, is Callum at college tomorrow? I went, one, I says, it's bank holiday Monday. I says, and two, I says, he's off for 2 weeks. So it's not just me it's affecting, you know, it's Chris is going a bit video called working and off to the doctors. And funny dinosaurs clip of me at oh, but yeah, so it's like, you know, I don't know, is it because it's beginning of April or what, but everybody seems to be at the same position. You know, they don't know what day it is, they don't know whether they're coming or going. And Chris had completely forgot that it were bank holiday and 2 Callum's off for 2 weeks.
I thought we were only off for 1 week.
But anywho, so I says, look at it this way. I says, at least you've got some sort of a lie-in. I said that this morning and we're up at 9 o'clock.
Well, you know, me wants to walk up.
I go back on the 19th of April to college. I think what date is it today? It's 5th, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's saying, oh, he's in, and there's another one now. I may be fine tomorrow, no broken, but oh, okie dokie then. Tell you, I'm going to have to order you, yeah, one of these bubble wrap suits, Mark, you know, from head to toe in bubble wrap. So, but it's like, there again, I'm thinking, I couldn't even remember the date, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's get bubble wrap. Oh dear. But things is changing again from next Monday. Gyms is going to be out and hairdressers, non-essential, some non-essential shops is reopening, so sort of getting back to a bit of normality sort of thing. But yeah, you can go to a pub, but you've got to sit outside. So, but I mean, it's not exactly boiling hot weather. So if you want a pint, you've got to freeze your doodahs off drinking it. Does bubble wrap come with leftovers?
No.
Not for people called Chris Pixie's channel.
I don't know what you mean, mate.
Oh yeah, one of them. Yeah, Chris says, think we should buy Mark what American football. I mean, shoulder pads and helmet and all protective gear. No pubs open, but they are saying, like, from next Monday, the pubs are allowed to open, but it's got to be table service only, and they can only serve outside, if that makes sense. So I suppose it's a start. So I used to play rugby.
I'm good at rugby at school, me.
Yeah.
Couldn't catch me.
But the thing is, Mark, I mean, I don't know whether you've seen these American football players, these, what we like, similar to what we call rugby. They've got these great big shoulder pads and body armor and a helmet with like a guard thing on. And, you know, I think that's what he's referring to.
Yes.
Oh, dear. Yeah. 12th. That's a week today, isn't it? Yeah. What were I gonna say?
I'm a sexy bugger.
Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of an odd weekend next weekend. Let's just put it that way. It's twats you mean.
What?
A Scotsman in Asia.
I know Scotsman in Asia. You want to swearing?
Yeah. But yeah, we don't normally allow swearing, but hey ho. I do know what you mean. I'm not that stupid. I didn't say you were stupid, Mark. Anyway, it's going to be an hard weekend next week because it's 11 years on Saturday since my stepdad died, and it's 4 years on Sunday since my mum died. So it's a bit of a, you know, it's going to be a bit of an hard weekend next weekend. So
I'm sure it'll be right.
yeah, sorry about that one, Scotsman in Asia, but yeah, we don't have no swearing. Yeah,
If I can help it.
yeah, but yeah. So yeah, I'm just trying not to think about it at the moment, but it you know, it's one of them things where you know, you try not to think about it. You know, it's approaching. You know, yeah, it's okay. Mark, asked Callum. Yeah, it's all right. Sort of, he wanted to go out with Chris this afternoon to do some filming. Chris has got an idea, but I'm not going to divulge what it is.
Why?
Yeah, when he says you want to film in a certain location and a certain subject, and yeah, but obviously because it were cold and because it were windy and everything.
Oh, speaking of cold, cold coffee.
So yeah, so they didn't actually manage to get out. Does he need? I don't know. Does he need help with college maths or stuff? He does get help, Mark. He's got like a what they call a TA, teaching assistant. So plus he's got what they call like a mentor. They try to help him because obviously because of circumstances, a lot of them have fell behind. And it's basically they're helping him like catch up a little bit, if you know what I mean. I can help free. Well, it's free anyway. You don't have to pay for his college course. But yeah, because he's got special, well, I hate to say it, call it special needs, but because he's had a statement since he was about 3 years old, and basically, you know what I mean. They give him all the the help that he needs. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Callum's got, I think, he's got a TA for his maths and his English, and then because he does ITC, he's also got a teaching assistant for that. So it's basically how can I put it? He don't learn as fast as other people. You know what I mean? It's like development delay. They called it when he were younger, but it's like how can I put it? It was like I was watching this program yesterday, and it were Weather Watch or something. But they're pretty good at Callum's college, Mark. I can't say a bad word about them. Anyway, I was watching this program yesterday called Weather Watch, and it were trying to explain in layman's terms why we've been having the extreme weather that we've been having. Hiya, Carl.
Hey, Mr. Juice Man.
Yeah, it says my friend's son has global development delay. But under normal circumstances, like he has to have things explained in every sort of detail. Now, if there's something that he don't understand, they have to explain it and explain it again. Anyway, So I was watching this program called Weather Watch, and it were giving you an explanation as to why we're having the extreme weather that we're having. And I will try to explain it to Callum, and I says it's like because of the CO2, because of car exhausts and all this industrial crap that's being released into air, it causes like a vortex. Now, a vortex is one of them where it spins round and round, but because of you know, the amount of CO2 that's being released into the thing, it's put this vortex off a kilter, and instead of going round, it's sort of going in waves, and that's why we're sort of getting, you know, like it's been really cold today, but previous to that, it's been lovely, and we've been in our 20s. But the thing is, Amjad, and same as we've told Callum, if there's something you don't understand, instead of that sitting there and panicking because you don't understand it, tell them that you don't understand it. You know what I mean? You've got to sort of make yourself heard and say, well, look, I didn't understand that. But like when I was trying to tell him about this vortex and this, that, and other, it were like, because I sort of went through it, he understood it, you know, as you know, because they've been getting, I don't know if it's just China or Japan, they've been having like these sandstorms, and like we all know how hot it is in Spain. They had snow, you know what I mean? It's basically the CO2 in the atmosphere is causing this vortex to go off kilter, you know what I mean? But he understood once I explained it to him. But I mean, the thing is, Mark, I always say, oh, okie dokie then, Mark. He says, I'll be back in 10 minutes. You know what I mean? If you explain it to him, he gets it. I know they can't really do that in college and sort of sit him down one-to-one and explain things to him that way, but it's the nature of his learning difficulties that, you know, if you explain it to him in simple terms, basically he gets it. So, but and I still haven't been able to add Carl to my WhatsApp thing. I don't know. I can normally do, you know, add people, but I don't know. It's baffled me. Let's just put it this way. Oh dear. I just want to I just want somebody to explain to me. All right, I don't know who can explain it to me, but I've seen on several StreamYard's live streams, yeah, when they put the link in for the you know, to get somebody on panel, pardon me, I don't know how to pin it. So if anybody can explain to me how to do that.
Unless you go into private chat, you know, like you can pin on Facebook.
Yeah.
Unless you go into private your StreamYard's chat, right click on one of the letters.
Let me just have a look.
Yeah, go in there.
No, I'm looking. I've gone into settings.
No, I don't think. I think it probably got to do. Anyway, I'll let you go.
Oh, I can even play a sound when a guest enters. Ah. Anyway, so with my teaching assistant in maths, she checks me if I'm okay sometimes, and yeah, this is it. I mean, it's like you know, with Callum's TA, there is other students that are in his class that have learning difficulties. So it's like she can't sort of sit down with Callum one-to-one. If Callum says to her, you know, blah, 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 I'm having trouble with this, she tries to help him. But if somebody else wants help, then, you know, she sort of, how can I put it, got to spread herself a little bit thinly when there's other students in the class that need help. But you know, I mean, in my eyes, these teaching assistants are the unsung heroes, if you know what I mean. So yeah, you know, they're not exactly teachers, but you know, they do a lot of work as regards students that need help, if you know what I mean. So yeah. Has Lucia fell out with you?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, she's
right.
I just looked over. Lucy sat there. We're back to Chris, and that's what made me say, has she fell out with you? Because she sat way back to him. Now, she don't normally do that. She's normally all over him like a rash.
She's got face on.
Yeah, so basically I think she's got face on with him.
Oh yes. Without a doubt, she has. Big style.
So yeah, well, you know, I mean, if anybody wants to come on panel, let me know. I'll put link in. Still don't know how to pin it, but hey ho. But you see, the thing is, you should be able to do it, because I've seen people do it, and they don't pay for StreamYards. Now, we've paid for StreamYards like on a monthly basis. So basically,
not better for stuff when you pay for it.
She bit playing. What?
Right?
Yeah, she's just sat way back to him, Tracy. She fell out with him good, right good and proper. She's one. Yeah, she's one of these. She's all over him like a rash, and cause you know he said no. She's got right monk on. she's not playing ball, Tracy. So funny thing is, thing that makes me laugh about her, you can see she's like nodding off, and she's like going and like waking herself up. So she's like actually going to sleep, sitting up. Oh dear, she makes me laugh sometimes. But
yeah, she's
yeah.
Definitely got bottom.
I'm just laughing because Chris has looked at her and she went. Yeah, typical woman. Yeah.
Don't want to know you now. Get out my face.
Oh, Dr. Smith says his meds are putting him asleep. Good night, good people. See you later, Dr. Smith. Thanks for popping in. But yeah, can't even look at her now because she keeps. Oh dear, I've got to take this off because it irritates me. Yeah, she is. But Oh, Amjad says they were at Minx Laura's live stream Friday and Saturday. It was fun. Had a lovely catch up. Oh.
Oh.
But this is it, Amjad. You know what I mean? It's nice to catch up with must be the time. I don't think so, because she's had, she's been done. Yeah, they've all been done. So we don't want no little pitter patter of tiny feet. We're having 2 boy cats as well. So yeah, we made sure they've all been done.
Yes, they've all been snipped.
Yeah, see you later, Dr. Smith.
See you, mate. Have a good one.
Well, can you remember Glyn the gas man wanted me to do some homemade crunchy, right? So I says to Chris, because he said he were going out with Glyn on Sunday, I says to him, I'm going to have a go at that crunchy again. Well, everybody knows that first attempt I burnt all my leg and everything. So I thought, I've been meaning to sort of, oh, it's not a ASMR.
Huh?
Amjad, it were a main channel, not a ASMR.
Another one, or she?
So anyway, Glyn had run Chris on Saturday evening, and I says, Saturday afternoon, and he says, I'm gonna I says to him, I'm gonna have another attempt at that thing. And he says, nah, I don't want to put you under any pressure or anything, because I know you had a bad experience when you tried it before. But I says, well, yeah, I said, if I don't do it now, I'm never gonna do it. So anyway, I downloaded a different recipe, and it all happens in the main pan. So anyway, first lot, you've got to wait till it goes like a caramel colour. Anyway, takes it off, puts it on top, adds bicarbonate of soda, and you have to whisk it fast. Well, I think I'd overcooked it because it tasted rank. And that's me being honest here. It tasted burnt. So anyway, that got chucked. So I thought, right, I'm not going to let it beat me. I'm going to try again. So I tried it again, and I was watching it and watching it and watching it. I thought, I'm not going to get caught again. So second lot I did, add bicarbonate of soda, whisking it, puts it, because she's put it straight out on a baking tray with some greaseproof paper, like very greased. Puts it out on baking tray, and I thought, that don't look right to me. So the second lot I did, I hadn't cooked it enough. So that was 2 lots that were in bin. So I says to Chris, if I have to go on all night, I says, it's not going to beat me. I'm going to get it right. So I did a third lot, and that were all right.
That's what let me have it.
Yeah. So anyway, I let it cool down and everything, and I melted some milk chocolate, dipped it in milk chocolate. And hiya, Kate, how are you? Just been telling everybody, Kate, I promised Glyn, the gas man, that I was going to make him some crunchy. Now, obviously, that's what I were making when I badly burnt my leg. So I said to Chris, if I don't do it, I'm never going to do it. So first lot were burnt, second lot were undercooked, third lot, absolutely perfect. So I melted some chocolate, dipped it all in milk chocolate. I mean, I don't know whether he's still alive or not. I don't know. Yeah. But so he hadn't got back to Chris and said, it were good, it were bad, it were horrible, you know what I mean? But hey ho. So Oh. Oh my God, I was watching Minx Laura's live stream Saturday night, the ones I was on oh, we Nerd of the North. Well, that he don't go on YouTube very often now.
No, he used to be on every day, didn't he?
I think a lot of them go on that D Live now. I mean, I know.
On what?
D Live.
What's that?
It's similar to YouTube.
Oh.
But like,
is it just for live streams or something?
I think so. I don't know. I haven't really looked into it, but I do know that like when you get like a super chat or something, YouTube take a cut now. Everything you get on this D Live, you get. I think, I'm not sure. Anyway, but there's quite a lot that you know. I do know Uber Goober's on D Live, but she does do a live stream every now and again. I mean, there's a lot of channels that you don't hear very much about these days. I mean, Rant Jams were one that were live streaming all the time. There were Pussy Studios. I haven't seen them around in a long time. You know what I mean? There's a lot of channels that got big quickly, and then, you know,
decided to call it a day, probably.
Not gonna lie, when I went on panel with Minx Laura in 2018, I did Laura's impressions, Brenda Klein's impressions. It was a fun night. Oh yeah, that were another one. I do know that she's had a lot of problems, hasn't she? You know, health-wise. I mean, you can understand it in that respect, why she probably don't. But I mean, Pussy Studios, I mean, you don't hear much of them nowadays. Rant Jams every now and again. You know, a lot of the big channels like Nerd, he used to go live nearly every day. So a lot of them have dropped out, you know what I mean? Yeah. But they were another, I mean, they were massive. They were, you know, they helped people's channels, and they virtually went live every single day. Pussy Studios. This Amjad says, oh my God, Pussy Studios, I haven't seen them. Yeah, well, I think she's reinvented herself for Baking Fun with Nadia. She does skits and things like that now. But a lot of the channels that, you know, when I first started out on YouTube, they're just not around nowadays. Yeah, I know Nerd's gone to D Live. I know Uber Goober goes to D Live, but I don't know, you know, what happened to others. I don't know. You know, it's just a shame that, you know, oh, Mark says I used to go live every day on my other channel till I watch more channels until I stop every day. But you know, there were a lot of big channel, what I call big channels, like you know, that it help you gain subscribers and whatever. You know, I don't know what happened with Pussy Studios. I know something personal happened, but I don't know what. And I haven't seen him since. I've seen Andrew on panels a couple of times. But like as regards on Pussy Studios, I've not seen him for ages. I were reading a thing today. She's not very well at all, Amjad. She's she can't get out of bed, basically. I saw it on like a community tab, you know, just to let you know, blah blah blah, and she hasn't been able to get out of bed, basically. But the thing is, when you know, when you're sort of ill to that extent, the last thing on your mind is YouTube. You know what I mean? I mean, it's like me. If I don't feel well, I'll say to Chris, I don't think I can go live. I don't feel well. I can't sort of, I can't sort of sit there not feeling well just for the sake of sitting in front of a camera. She has a shutdown in her body. Yeah, basically, I think that's a lot to do with it, Mark. I think it's basically she's been in hospital. She's out of hospital now, but basically she's been bedridden since she's come out of hospital. But you know what I mean? It's like one of these things, and I always say to people, to me, YouTube's just a hobby. You know what I mean? Your health, your family come first. Anything else don't matter. You know what I mean? And that's why I'm not gonna lie if I don't feel right. I mean, like, I can't remember how long. Can you remember when I used to I kept feeling dizzy, and I went to the toilet one night, and Chris took over from me, and basically, while I was in toilet, I mean, it's a good job it's like a confined space. Otherwise, I'd have been flat out. I just went, and I come back, and Chris says, "You've gone as white as a sheet." And I says, "Yeah." I says, I've just passed out in the toilet. Yeah, she's another one that went quite live quite a bit. Anyway, so basically, I come back. I was white as a sheet, and Chris says, he says you've gone ever so pale. I says, well, I'm sorry, guys, I've got to go. I didn't feel well at all. But yeah, you know what I mean. If so yeah, she hasn't done anything for quite a while. I mean, it's like Centroid, he hasn't done anything for about a year. It's like Air Reviews and Histories, he hasn't done anything for about a year. It's like, to me, YouTube's just a hobby. It's not important. It's, your health and your family's important. You know what I mean? It's like, there's probably other things, other factors going on around them, like life and jobs, and obviously the other thing. But it's I mean, it's like I often say, I'll probably get a what's it for this, but if YouTube weren't so greedy, people wouldn't be leaving in the droves.
Probably why they did it.
Yeah. But yeah, unless it's like, unless you've got millions and millions of subscribers who can make it pay, such as myself and Chris, it's just a hobby. Oh, there's a YouTuber Minx Lover told me called Jack Squat. I've heard of him.
Who?
Jack Squat.
Never heard of him.
But yeah, same as Chris says, unless you've got millions and millions of subscribers and you can earn a decent paycheck out of it every month, then to such as me and everybody else, it's just a hobby. But yeah, it's
all this lot again
I mean, it's like what I've said. I don't go out, and it's only it's YouTube is basically my way of talking with my friends, like the community, you know, people, friends, you know. But the thing is, Mark, it's how can I put it? You do what you want to do, not what other people tell you.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like this. I'll not let anybody say, you know, don't do this, don't do that, do this, do that. You know, I'll make my own decisions. SDMF vampire. I've not heard of that one.
Oh, SDMF vampire.
Vampira.
Vampire.
Okie dokie, Tracy. But it's like, you know what I mean? You know, at end of day, I mean, it's like this. You get people coming in and saying, oh, don't, you know, smoking's bad for you, you know, it's going to kill you, blah, blah, blah. And I says, well, look at it this way. I don't go out anywhere. I don't do drugs. I don't go drinking. I'm in my own home. I'm not hurting anybody, only myself. I know it's bad for me, but it's the only thing that I do. You know what I mean? When I want your opinion, I'll ask for it. You know what I mean? But it's like, it's like a lot of things. This people doing far worse, you know. So it's a case of I'm in my own home. I know it's hurting my health. Hiya, Tina. How are you?
Tina? Hello, Tina.
Happy Easter to you. But yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, I like a smoke, but I don't go out. I don't go out to pubs. I don't go out nowhere. You know what I mean? So it's not as if I'm sort of sat blowing smoke in your face and giving you, you know, you're going after effects or you're having secondhand smoke. You're not, because I'm doing it on camera, not, you know, I'm in my own home. Thank you very much, Tina.
I don't like it.
But it's like this, you know what I mean? That's the only problem, is people have got opinions. You know what I mean? I do what's right for me, what's right for my family. If I want to smoke, I'll smoke. Brenda Klein used to do live streams. I haven't seen it. It's all right, Tina. We're just on about people that we haven't seen in ages. So yeah. You know, it's one of them things, you know, not everybody's, oh, pardon me, not everybody has got the same opinion. But this is it, Mark, and this is what I'm saying is don't let people tell you what to do or when to go live or when to do this or when to do that. You know, at the end of the day, that's your choice. If I think about tater tots, does that mean I'm having a tater thought? I don't even know what tater tots are. I mean, you're speaking in American language now, not English. But yeah, you know what I mean. It's like, as I say, I say this to Callum a lot. You know, just don't let anybody dictate to you what you can and can't do. You know, don't change for anybody just because somebody says, "Oh well, you know, I don't like you with your stubble or this, that, and other." You do what you want. Don't let anybody dictate to you what you can and can't do. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I agree. But anyway, same as I say, don't let anybody. If you want to go live every day, Mark, you'll go live every day. Just
right.
Yeah. If somebody says, you know, you're going live too often, blah blah blah, just say, well, look, last time I looked, it was my channel. I can do what I like.
You sit there with a flower pot on your head if you want. They can't run out, can they? They don't like it. They don't watch.
Well, that's it. Same as Chris has just said, you know. If I wanted to dress up as Easter Bunny, you know, it's got so little to do with anybody else. What I do, you know what I mean? But you know, and as I always say, yeah, even Mr. P can't tell me what to do. Karate.
Well, he can.
No.
I do karate, lad.
But it's this is I can do a live with half my clothes off. No, you can't. But end of the day, you know what I mean? Oh dear. But
it got a bit nippy.
I thought it had.
Eating's going on.
But it's like this, you know what I mean? It's like this, you know what I mean? It's a case of you do what you want.
I'll do what I want. I'll do.
Tina says hello to you. He's upstairs, Tina, as usual.
We've got something at the door.
But it's like some recent developments with Chris. You know, it's like.
Oh, sugar.
That's your cream gone. It's like somebody's been trying to tell Chris who we can and can't be friends with, and trying to poison Chris against. You know what I mean?
You can't take a picture of that because I've already took it.
You know what I mean? Same as I says to Chris. I says, even to the extent of asking somebody for our address and his phone number. And I went, that's just not on. No way, no how. I says, I just want that person to turn up on my doorstep. I says, now give me a piece of my mind. I says, I don't care.
You will.
So, yeah. You know, the thing is, I look at it this way. Life's too short, you know, to have somebody telling you what you can and can't do.
Childish.
Yeah.
Watching.
Yeah, and it is. I agree with Chris, 100%. You know, it's very immature and very childish if somebody can't let something go. You know what I mean? What happened? It's just I can't really go into much detail, Kate, but it's how can I put it?
Telling me I can't take a certain picture.
Yeah.
Because he's already done that one.
Yeah. It's basically, I'll just say it's somebody in drone community. And basically trying to say that Chris is mimicking the pictures that he's took. Nah, same as I says to him. Last time I looked, Sheffield didn't belong to him. And Chris can go wherever he wants.
Yeah, so if you go to Paris, you can't take a picture at Eiffel Tower because somebody's already done it.
Yeah. Well, anyway, at end of day, this particular drone channel has been asking people for our address and our address and Chris's telephone number. No, it's recently. I'll message you in a bit, Kate, and tell you all about it. But yeah, I think it's going a bit above and beyond when they're asking for your phone number and your address. What's it going to do? Turn up on doorstep? And it's like, more or less, this person is telling Chris who he can and can't be friends with. But anyway, it's a bit complicated, and I don't want to go into detail, but it's like, same as Chris said, I go and do what I want when I want or with whom I want. And I'm not having some jumped up person telling me where I can and can't go and whom I can be friends with. But it's one of these things where, same as I says to Chris, I says it's like this person has got a bit between the teeth and just can't let it go. You know what I mean? Johnny says, Chris is mine and I'm not sharing him. I'll let you have sloppy seconds, Johnny. That was put politely. But yeah, it's, it's same as I says. Anybody think the way you were talking or the way this person were talking, that he owns Sheffield and, Chris can't take a picture of this, he's mimicking this person's pictures, he's mimicking places where he goes and blah, 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 blah. And same as Chris says, it's a case of, I don't have to ask anybody's permission where I go or who I see or who I'm friends with. It's called jealous. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's, hey, I've got a good one for Johnny. I printed some more recipes out earlier on, right? Got to find it first. I think Johnny will like this. Got to find it first.
Got the good one.
I got the good one. Good evening. And it's to do with Yorkshire. I wonder if I've not put them in. That's why I'm looking for them in me. I think I have anyway. Oh dear. I've got to find it first. I only printed them out this afternoon. But yeah, well, where are they gone now then? I've had them this afternoon. Well, I'll have a look on my phone and I'll tell you. I only printed 3 out. What you on about? So yeah, anybody think out? I'll run it printer non-stop way he's going on. She's got £1 million. Who has? I sure as hell haven't. I wish. You won't see me for dust, I tell you. Stop exaggerating, you. You're only jealous because I know how to work printer and you don't. It's called Yorkshire Ginger Parking Biscuits. I thought that'd impress you. Yorkshire Ginger Parking Biscuits. And it's Yorkshire. And look, another one that I've printed out was Snickerdoodle cupcakes. Yeah, right. So yeah, they look nice. Snickerdoodle cupcakes. And then the other one that I printed out with the donuts that we're making tomorrow. I've gone orange again now. Who's Susan Thomas?
Huh?
Who's Susan Thomas? Says, Jeanette, my messages on your channel isn't seen. I don't know the reason, do you?
What?
She didn't see what I typed, so go on then, I'll scroll back.
Okay.
$1 million, I know Mark put £1 million. What did if I send you a link for a form, only 2 pages? No, I'm not. Of course I will, Johnny. It'll cost you. So yeah, but yeah, just send me a link. I don't even know anybody called Susan Thomas. Chris, I had it on live.
What?
I don't know. That's what she's put. Jeanette, my messages on your channel isn't seen. I don't know the reason. Do you? Put Chris, I had it on live. Oh. No, that's on that messenger. Right, I hope I'm back. Tar, I do it in the morning, mate. Cheers, can't get the forms by post due to officers' remote work. It's all right. I've just refreshed it, Johnny, because I looked like I'd been tangoed. I awake you, by the way. So yeah. Mark says, Jeanette, tell her to refresh or turn off what she's on. I don't know. Been 3 weeks and no comments. The permits are free, just need forms to send. But yeah, just send me a link over, Johnny, and I'll get it printed out and posted off to you. It cost you a price or a stamp. Nah, you're right. I think I've got some stamps. Oh. Hiya, Gordo. Wakey says putting my new bike together tomorrow. Oh, you're a star. Second class will do. Yeah, I've got. I think I've got. Well, I've got. I know I've got a second class stamp because it's here. Look. But yeah, just send them me over whenever you're ready, and I'll print them out. And so yeah, I mean, I'm actually just talking to the person, and
What?
I can't walk well, but I need to get this calf muscle working. Well, that's how I went wakey. It was like right from top of my leg, right all the way down back of my leg in my calf muscle, and I was that bad. I had to use my canes in ass. Oh, he says he were going to go to tip, but found he needs a permit to take a trailer in. But yeah, I mean, it's like vans, they have to have permits as well, I think, as well. Ah. Yes, thought you might have blocked me by accident. This is Becky, aka Ruby Slippers. It's all right, I'm just...
Have a chat amongst yourselves. Tasered in the arse. What? Sounds good.
Tasered in the arse. No. No, it were it. I don't know what it were. It just seemed like it were all my muscles, right from, my butt cheek all the way down back of my leg, all in my calf muscle. But yeah, right. I said that, Gordo. It's same with vans; they have to have special permits.
What's that, Mark Stone?
Tell Jeanette to ask that person. Yeah, I've sorted it, Mark. Well, blow my lips off. Not really. But the thing is, I ended up ringing doctors up because Johnny knows what I'm talking about, that Algicel cream. Now, that was the only thing that had helped me with my muscles. So I normally have 2 tubes every month. But the thing is, I was slapping it on every 5 minutes because it was like in my ankle, all up back of my leg, all up, everywhere.
Ask Chris for that. Ask what they for what.
Can't see Amjad's comments.
Well, they're not commenting.
Hey, I'll do you a deal then, Johnny. I'll print you that format and I'll trade it you for them 57 tubes of Algicel. If you don't need them. But, it's... he says Amjad's still here. I'm going to leave and come back in. Yeah, she's just going to try something.
Who is?
Yeah.
Becky.
What
do we do, Mr. Boy? Come on, man.
Oh dear. Sat in front of the fridge again. But yeah, so yeah, that is yeah, that Algisal, it's basically, it helps my joints a lot, but because of this problem with calf muscle and muscles in back of my leg and my knee, I've been using a lot more than what I would normally. So I ended up going back to doctors for some extra, because I'd run out of tramadol and I'd run out of Algisel cream. And basically, you have to go through yeah, I'd appreciate it, Johnny. Sort of that sort of, you know, we just want to enjoy ourselves. You know, we don't want to go into any, you know, Johnny knows what I'm talking about. You know, we just want to have a chilled live stream. No, you know. I do. I've had Voltarol, Johnny, and I've had the Algisol, and I do think the Algisol is better. The Voltarol did nothing at all for me. Now, my prescription didn't do till next week. Now, you can dare bet your bottom dollar. These are big tubes, Kate. I have two, is it 100-gram tubes every month? But I'd been, what with this problem with my knee and back of my leg, I've been using a hell of a lot more than what I would normally. But my prescription's due next week, and Chris says, I dare bet your bottom dollar basically, yeah, exactly, Gordo. I agree with you there, Johnny. Because see, my problem was because I was in that much pain. It wasn't just my knee; it were my ankles and top of my foot and muscle at back. I was slapping a lot more on than I normally would do, and I feel that the gel, the cream, I can get some remnants of a decent night's sleep.
I'm going in 5 minutes, all right, matey?
Oh, well, you've got a job on your hands with me then, God, the good one. Oh, dear. With me and Chris were having a laugh all the day, and he says something, because I'd ordered this extra tramadol. How long would a tube last you? Well, 2 tubes would normally last me till my next prescription, Kate. That's why they give me 2 big tubes. But because I was slapping it on every 5 minutes with being in so much pain, I'd used a lot more than what I normally do. Don't apologise at all, Tina. As I was saying earlier on, family comes first. I've got 2 box sets with 4 records incoming and double album. Ooh.
Play some more. Nice.
We're talking about this cream that doctor prescribes me. She's been baking with it. I wish God the good one. But it's sort of like it's an analgesic cream, and it's basically a it supposedly numbs the pain. So. But yeah, we're talking about this. It's called Algisol, and it's an analgesic cream because obviously I've got arthritis, but we're having this extra normally 2 tubes, but obviously we're having I'll just let you have the baby. Yeah. Just come and get my phone and have a look, and I'll let you have a look at them messages. Okay then, Tina, thanks for popping in.
See you later, Tina. Yeah.
Thought my buns had healing powers. But yeah, it's normally 2 tubes would last me. But because I've been having to slap extra on, I run out. But it's it were a case of you know, I either go to bed and don't get any sleep, or you know, every time I get out of bed, slap some of this cream on and know that I'm going to get a sort of semi-decent night's sleep, if you know what I mean. Gordo's talking to Wakey. In what condition are they in, Wakey? So why is it come up as somebody called Susan?
Exactly.
Oh dear. I would say decent, no crackling. Oh, there you go. But anyway, so same as Chris says, what's your day of betting when I ring up for my actual prescription next week? Johnny said, Tracy told me it was fresh cream, not Algisol. See you later, Mark.
See you, Mark.
But yeah, it's a case of you know, it does say like as and when needed. So obviously I've been in that much pain. I've been slapping it on every 2 minutes. You know what I mean? So Chris says, what's your betting next week when you actually ring up for your prescription? They'll say, well, you've already had your tramadol and you've already had your Algisol cream. I'll say, yeah, but that were extra to what I normally have. But I had this last time. Oh, yeah, I know. Cosbella's got restless leg syndrome. Yeah, it can be a bugger and all. He says Mary's got this thing called restless legs. Yeah, I know it's a real thing because Bella, it's called restless leg syndrome. I reckon that's what you've got.
More restless legs.
Ooh, yeah, I get that. God drives me nuts. But yeah, because sometimes when Chris is in bed, it's like he's either running, kicking a football, and he's going 10 to dozen with his legs.
Try to teach you that and how to score.
When your bum slides off a plate like a slug, something's not right. So yeah, so yeah, I'll do your deal, Johnny. I'll print you that thing out if we'll do a trade, and I'll lay you tubes of cream, or some of your tubes of cream if you. Someone said to sleep with a bar of soap under her legs. Oh dear. But the thing is, when I had this, it's not so bad now. I still get odd twinge or whatever, but folks were saying, I've got restless arse, it's called farts. Somebody says, put a pillow between your knees, because I always sleep on my side. But that made it worse rather than better. Keep your, it's to keep your leg elevated. It's something to do with circulation. But I didn't find any benefits from it. Quite the opposite. The pain will, getting gradually worse. That's all right. Then we've done a barter with Johnny. I'm going to print him that thing off, and he's going to send me some tubes. So long as you don't get it mixed up with preparation H, Johnny. It's got to be Algicel. I don't want any preparation H. Don't Amazon do Algicel? But I get it on prescription, so why buy it when I don't have to? You know what I mean? But I did look on Amazon, and I don't think they do it, because I think it's like what I call industrial strength, Johnny. I think you can only get that Algicel on prescription. I told her to decorate. Decorating gets rid of restless legs. But the thing is, when you've got this restless leg syndrome, you can stand on your head and do cartwheels, but it's still not alleviate it. You know what I mean? Try farting crab sticks, they come out sideways. Oh dear me. Oh dear. Trust Johnny. But yeah, it's it's a case of as I said before, needs must, you know what I mean? If I find this Algicel alleviates the problem. Yeah, it don't get shut on it altogether, but it helps. And it basically I get some remnants, or a semi-decent night's sleep. So if I have to keep slapping it on every 2 hours, then so be it. You know what I mean? I'm not sort of going to lay in bed tossing and turning all night, disturbing Chris. Straight jackets work well for restless leg syndrome. Oh dear. But I've eats a full packet. But this is the thing. If you enjoy them, Johnny, then you know what I mean. But yeah, Bella's told me she's tried all sorts. She's tried. But me and Chris had this conversation when he went up for my prescription. He says, do you need anything else while I'm going? I says, yeah. I says, a new pair of legs, a new pair of arms, a new body. I says, do you think they sell them in chemist? I'll have a full body transplant if you don't mind. She says I have to buy 2 packets so we can get a look in. Nah, crab sticks, I like them. No. But yeah, Chris not even entertain them.
No crab sticks in this house.
God, I told her to find someone on the internet to come to the house and treat her for it, but she's dyslexic, and Hulk Hogan came round and beat the crap out of us both. But that's it, Johnny. You know, it's whatever suits you. You know what I mean? I've got to fancy a crab stick, but Chris don't even entertain. He don't like any seafood at all. But yeah, I mean, Bella's told me stories where she's sort of been in bed and put her legs up wall to try and alleviate it. You know what I mean? And Bella's tried all sorts, but there's no. It's just one of them things. Nearest they come to crab is when they swam over them. But yeah, you know, I mean, it's just one of them things where it's you can't really do anything about it, really. But I keep saying to Chris, well, if it's not him snoring, it's him like twitching or stop, I'm hungry, I want prawn cocktail now, crab sticks and brown bread. Mrs. G asked what I wanted up the shop. I told Swedish blonde was not the right answer. But it's a case, you know, it's another one of them things. You know, I don't think there's any cure for it. It's just you've got to bear the brunt of it. You know what I mean? The
mug's up if you want to go and watch it.
What do you call a bunny with money? A millionaire. Ah, that's karate.
Come on, karate. Better one than that one, lad.
Yeah. But it's like me. I mean, you know, I suffer from IBS. I don't get a flare up, you know, all that often, but when I do, it just sort of knocks me for six. I have a pan pork pie in the fridge, got a fresh bottle of HP to go with it. Yeah, now you're talking. Yeah. That's Mr. P's ideal thing, pork pie and brown sauce. But yeah. But yeah, me and Tracy might have a crack at these Yorkshire Parkin gingerbread biscuits, whatever, in next coming weeks. Are you going up now?
I am.
Had one. He's got a fresh 1 kilo. God, a kilo of beetroot. Oh. So yeah. But next week I think we're going to indulge in the unicorn bars, Gledill's pie. Ooh. So yeah, we're gonna. Oh dear, my back's been like a balloon for over a week now, getting about, just making me stand with a lean. Oh. But yeah, it's basically the like all different spice. I'll tell you ingredients, Tracy. Let me have a look. It's called Yorkshire Ginger Parkin biscuits. They only cook for 10 minutes. Let me have a look.
No intros around here.
Oh. Where's recipe then? Right. It's butter, caster sugar, soft brown sugar, 1 egg, plain flour, baking powder, nutmeg, ground cloves. And that's one thing I ain't got. Ground ginger and mixed spice. I've got everything apart from ground cloves. Hi, Vanessa. How are you?
Oh, no, biscuity.
So yeah, no, that's easy. It's all right. That's easy. I'm looking at wrong one. I was looking at ginger. Yorkshire ginger parking biscuits. That's the one. I don't know why it come up with right. Soft butter, dark brown sugar, black treacle. I've got that. Golden syrup, self-raising flour, baking powder, ground ginger, nutmeg, mixed spice, and then it says 120 grams of medium oatmeal. So there you go. And that is Yorkshire ginger parking. I'll just send Tracy recipe. So, hi Vanessa, by the way.
5 minutes later.
I mean, we've got a Waitrose. I think it's about, I don't know, how far away would you say?
What?
That big Waitrose, isn't it?
Well, probably it's a mile away, and it's just up there from
Yeah.
Just over a mile.
Yeah. Oh. But yeah, I mean, Chris, I always order Chris pork pies. He loves pork pies. Okie dokie then, Tracy. I've said she's got it anyway. Kina and Tracy on holiday in Costa del Garden again. But I saw that, Tracy, and I thought, yeah, it sums up what we're all about, you know, Yorkshire parking, but in a biscuit. You know what I mean? And it's something different. Yeah, you know, it is something different. And it's a case of, you know, it's like me. I'll give out a go. You know what I mean? You know, but I thought ginger Yorkshire parking biscuit. You know what I mean? It's right up. It's right up my alley. You know what I mean? You know, with spices, nutmeg, and all this, that, and other, and it's, you know, it's got flour and oatmeal and all this. You know what I mean? You know, all rolled into one. You know what I mean? I can't wait. You know, I think after the donuts that we're making tomorrow, I think we'll make the unicorn bars next week. And we'll try have a go at the biscuits week after. But it were like, you know, with me being a bit off it, I'm sort of trying to get back into swing of things, and I thought, I know, I'll just do something simple on Tuesday. I'll make some donuts. Can you travel to Wales yet? No, I don't think so. No.
I think we might be able.
It is a bit similar to a molasses oatmeal, because see what you call molasses, when I look at recipes and I think molasses, but in actual fact, molasses converted to English is black treacle. When is it okay? Well, they're doing, I think it's end of, is it beginning of May? I think it is. I don't know. When is it okay? But the thing is, Chris, we're looking.
I think it's in
Chris, we're looking, right? Because we've always wanted to go to Peak District, not
Lake District.
Lake District. I always get the two.
We're at Peak District every other day.
Lake District, and we were on about going there last year, but obviously everything went tits up. So it were looking this afternoon. They want $3,000.
What a place! A top-notch hotel, but $3,000.
Yeah, it says don't book your summer holidays yet. But I know from Monday, gyms, hairdressers, nail salons, libraries, and things like that are open. I put a map on the dartboard, gave Mrs. J dart, and said, wherever it lands, we will go. We're spending 2 weeks by the skating board. But, you know, I mean, there is certain websites that say where you can go and what you can. I do know that you can't actually, like in the UK, you can't actually sit inside a pub. You can get served outside a pub. How come some people can travel here from Europe, but we can't? That I don't know, Kate.
What's that work is put in?
I don't know.
So we are how to make luscious lemon bars. Flaming ads.
Let me just have a look. Yeah, but I did something similar to that. I did the Mardi Gras bars, wakey. That's they sort of lemon bars. So I sort of I don't want to be like repeating and do it same thing. Oops. How to make luscious lemon bars. So yeah. Raisin molasses cookie recipe. Oh. I will get the raisin molasses recipe my family have used for generations. But it's like this. I mean, you know, it's so confusing. You don't know what you can and what you can't do, and this, that, and other. You know, but it's one of these things. As soon as we can, Kate, we'll come and see you. You know, it's one of them things. But okie dokie then, Vanessa. But you see, we're making donuts tomorrow, but the recipe is a Dr. Oetker recipe, and it calls from like to make an icing and dip them in icing, but sort of modifying it a little bit, and I'm using candy melts and then putting hundreds and thousands, like, you know, these donuts that you can buy in shops, or, you know, when you go to Tesco or Asda. So it's a case of I didn't want to do anything too complicated. I wanted to ease myself into it slowly. So, you know, so I wanted to do something simple. I need to practice reversing with caravan using trailer instead of practice long drive to Wales, Kate. But this is it. I mean, you know, everybody in, you know, Johnny's on the back coming to see you, we on the back coming to see you. It's just a case of when, you know what I mean? When we are large, you know what I mean? It's I don't know, it's, you know, there's certain things you can do, certain things you can't do, but hey ho. Find large parking lot and have a go at it, Johnny. But this is it. Can I squeeze on your driveway? He's getting a reversing camera for the van. Oh. But yeah. But you see, going back to Chris wants to get like how can I put it?
Camper van.
A mini camper van. I plug my extension. But yeah, Chris wants like a camper van, same as he says. Like he's on about going to certain places. But if it's a long drive, I'm on about with drone. You know, but if it's like a long drive there, I mean, let's say, let's just talk hypothetically. If it decides, if it's up in Scotland, it's like 7 hours there and 7 hours back. So, same as Chris says, you can't possibly do it all in one day.
You can't put your bed dead.
But you know, he wants something where he can park it up overnight. He's got somewhere to rest his head. You know, he's got a travel kettle. So, you know, so long as I can have a coffee, he says.
Take some snap.
Yeah.
What are you going to bake me?
Oh.
I'll tell you what. This next car we get offered mobility, it can be a camper van.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I've seen it. It looks a nice van, Kate. But yes, that's something what Chris wants to do. He wants to. My mate's just done a transit van conversion. Oh, but yeah, that's sort of what Chris wants to do.
Either that or just go big car.
Well, same as I said to Chris, because Chris, one of Chris's mates says what he did was he got some foam cut out because obviously our back seats fold down flat. So it's just a case of getting some of this foam, big enough to fit, you know, with seats down and everything. Chuck a duvet or something on it because I've got a spare duvet.
I can get a spare bed, but the mattress will wank that in back.
Say what? That don't surprise me because Chris is one of these that can sleep anywhere. It not be no detriment to him. You know what I mean? He can sleep anywhere. So, you know, a sort of a washing line and a prop springs to mind with Chris. For its age, it's fab. It used for BMW at some point. The paintwork is, but the thing is, it's like same as Chris says. You know, some places he wants to go to film with a drone, it's too far to go there and back in one day. So you know, if he's going on his own, yeah, our car would be ideal. Just like, you know, something that he can sleep on his bike. It has got like a thing where it, because you see, he bought like a kettle that you can plug into fag lighter thing, but it has got like sockets in behind seats. Okie dokie then, Amjad. See you later. See you tomorrow evening.
See you, Amjad.
So, you know, same as he says, so long as I can, you know, I says, all you've got to do really, I says, is take a few bottles of water, you know, take a few bottles of water, fill your kettle up. You've got a coffee, yeah, it not be a milky coffee, but you know, you can boil kettle and have a wash, and you know, and that sort of thing. You know, I says, and then as regards having something to eat, I says, on your way back, you can always call in somewhere and have a bite of breakfast somewhere. You know, it's a case of you know, working round what you've got in it, really. You know, it's so long as same as he says, so long as I've got kettle, yeah, it's one of these. It takes ages to boil, but at least it's going to be able to have a coffee first thing, and at least have a wash. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's what you make of it, really, isn't it? You know, it's a case of I'm still looking at these. I don't know what I've done with them that I've done today. I find them when I'm not looking for them. Could have swore blind I'd put them in here. It's bugging me now. I'll probably find them when I'm not looking for them. Oh, it's a diesel as well. But yeah, it's on my laptop. Every time I try to load an internet browser, it freezes. Oh dear.
What?
Gordo says on my laptop, every time I try to load an internet browser, it freezes. Oh dear.
Yeah, mine were doing that, but I got a cleaner. I forget what it called. All the free cleaners that you can use for your computer.
Oh yeah.
Fine now.
Well,
She's cleaning up, Gordo. It might have too much stuff on it.
Oh, pardon me. But it's a case of yeah, same as Chris has just said. He downloaded this cleaner upper or whatever it is, and ever since, yeah. Well, I don't know what you call them.
Free job or job.
Yeah, I found them now.
Ah.
I hadn't put them in my thing.
That's why you can find them.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's thought it was Google Chrome, but it does it on Microsoft Edge. Oh. But you see, I always use Google Chrome. It suits him to drive too. I want to keep the Volkswagen Passat, but I think that's going. I could keep it on my mum's drive. Oh, but it's you know, the only problem is when you've got two vehicles, it's insuring, taxing it, MOTing. You know what I mean?
Can't you tax and go? Years ago.
But yeah, that's the only downside of having two vehicles. I mean, like Arne's a mobility, so we don't have to worry about insurance, tax, MOT, services as all Spybot search and destroy. Used it for years. Oh.
Ooh.
This is everything else seems normal. It's just the net I'm having problems with. Oh dear.
What?
It says it's just internet that is having problems. Everything else seems normal. It's just the net. Oh, I don't know. It's probably I don't know. You know me and being tech savvy. I don't know jack squat about it. She says, yeah, that's the thing. But it's it's an expensive game when you've got one vehicle that you're taxing, insuring, and MOT and whatever. But it's a different ball game when you've got two. Wipes all that saved pages and gets rid of spam and clears. Ah.
CC cleaner. Yeah, we've had that one.
Spybot,
that's what it's called. Spybot search and destroy. Used it for years. Spybot search and destroy.
Yeah, Gordo says he uses CC cleaner. But this is the thing, Johnny. I mean, it's such an expensive game, when you've got to insure MOT, road tax, two vehicles, you just can't afford to do it. So yeah. Right, guys, I'm going to get off because it's gone 11 o'clock.
Is it 11 already?
Yeah, it's 2 minutes past 11. I know.
I bet you need toilet.
Anyway, guys, so I'll see you all tomorrow evening for the baking live stream. Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, Kate, you'd be able to have your van and have a mobility car. We don't have to bother with tax, insurance, MOTs. You get a new car every 3 years. All your servicing and everything. I'll carry on for a couple of more minutes. Being a Scott, you get Jamie. Being as Jamie,
Scott, you tell it right.
But
Kathleen's in. Oh no, she's not. She's saying that out for now.
So yeah.
I'll Kath.
Yeah. I'm not going just yet because Jamie's just come in, so I'm going to hang on a couple of minutes so you don't get the feeling that we,
My stream, she just borrows it.
But anyway, so yeah. I will. Everybody's saying good night, so I will. You'll have to start coming in a bit earlier, Jamie.
Scott's here, so we're going.
Well, I've been going 2 hours, Jamie, so you should know by now. That was odd. What? See you later, guys. Anyway, I'll see you on tomorrow's evening stream, 9 o'clock UK time, Jamie.
Been here all night on and off, says Kathleen.
So I'll see you all tomorrow night, and yeah, we're just doing simple donuts tomorrow. So
Donuts?
Hey?
What donuts?
She'll be watching Chris, Kath, share and like the show, everyone.
Mum,
see you later.
What donuts are you doing?
Them that I made at weekend.
Oh. There's one left, by the way. Just kidding. Somebody.